It is on record that Kano state government in northern Nigeria is planning a light rail project. As far back as 2016, the Ministry of Works, Housing and Transport of Nigerian state of Kano provisionally awarded $1.86 billion contract to two subsidiaries of China Railway Construction Corporation to build a light metro rail network in Nigeria's second largest city. It was noted that the consortiums will construct phase 1 and 2 of the network, which have a total length of 74.3 kilometers and a maximum design speed of 100 kilometers per hour. At the time, the award was subject to fulfillment of all conditions specified in the letter of intent from the financing bank and final approval by the President of Nigeria. The news of the light rail project elicited joy from the citizens of Kano State, who are not in doubt of the enormous benefit derivable from the light rail transport system in a cosmopolitan, commercial and emerging megacity like Kano. Given the status of Kano as the most populous state in the country that plays host to hundreds of millions of people from other parts of the country and even neighboring countries who troop in on a daily basis to transact businesses and engage in various commercial activities. One major advantage of the proposed Kano Light Rail project is that it will come to bear as I draw your attention to the Dala Inland Dry Port, which was established in Zawachiki axis of Kumboso local government area of Kano State. There is also the Kanawa Economic City, which is located in Kano State, which makes Kano City deserving of a light rail project. Already, Lagos and Abuja have embraced the construction of light rail projects, with Lagos being at the forefront with the completion of the Lagos Red Line and the construction of the ongoing Lagos Blue Rail Line. It is no doubt that Kano State needs to move at the same pace with these cities, and that explains the need for a light rail transport system in Kano. It is long overdue. In Africa, Algeria has light rail transport system in major cities like Algiers, Constantine and Oran. So it is in major cities of Egypt, Ethiopia, Morocco and Tunisia. You will agree with me that the light rail transport system is the fastest growing transport system across the world, becoming the major means of transportation within the urban areas. There is no gainsaying that the past 20 years have seen resurgence in the popularity of light rail systems. Consequently, urbanization and climate change have made it an effective public transport system. More so, light rail transport system remains imperative in managing congestion, just as it is fast becoming a viable, attractive option for government and commuters. According to the International Association of Public Transport, there are well over 400 light rail systems globally, with 60 under construction. Here in Nigeria, there are plans by many state governments to embrace the concept of light rail transport system. Light rail remains a high-frequency, medium-capacity transport mode that works alongside, not in opposition to, other modes of transport. Light rail can significantly increase mobility in city centers and inner suburban areas, helping to reduce congestion, revitalize neighborhoods, and reduce carbon emission. The light rail system is well established in Europe and America, and it is undergoing a global resurgence. For Kano as a city, there are broader economic benefits of light rails, which includes its contribution to reducing congestion and traffic gridlocks, which is gradually becoming a major challenge to commercial activities within the metropolis. It is also expected to increase productivity through greater urban mobility and transport choices. Light rail has been found to be particularly effective in achieving mode shift away from private vehicle travel. It offers efficiency, comfort and high capacity. The visual reassurance of light rail infrastructure and the guarantee of regular and reliable services are particularly important factors in helping change urban travel behavior and adorn Kano with its befitting status as a megacity. When completed, the Kano Light Rail project also has the potential to stimulate associated investment activities such as urban renewal projects and residential and commercial development. It is also important to note that longevity, durability and branding appeal of light rail infrastructure sends a positive message to planners and developers. More so, it will encourage tourism and social activities in Kano State. In a commercial city like Kano, whether they are shipping goods across the country or traveling from the suburbs to the city center, companies and commuters will rely on light rail or freight services in big and small cities. The cost of driving seems like they are constantly on the rise, so municipalities are investing in cost-effective transportation infrastructure options, such as the light rail. To be candid, it is important to come to terms with the realities, seeing Kano from the perspective of a 21st century emerging megacity which has the potential of serving the economic needs of northern Nigeria and neighboring Niger, Sudan, Senegal, and Mali. The world is progressing, and northern Nigeria has no reason to be left behind. Furthermore, it is important to note that the light rail project will open yet another window to the economic prosperity of Kano State. Part of the agreement signed is that the light rail project would equally be used for the movement of goods and agricultural products. It is also another opening for the improvement of internally generated revenue and will add a boost to the economic activities of Kano State. Already, businessmen and other stakeholders in the state have continued to show their appreciation to the light rail project, which they believe will give Kano a new status and even attract more investors because effective transport system is key to economic development. For the records, the idea of the light rail project in Kano was instituted by the past governor of Kano State, Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, during his administration. He made an attempt to embark on the light rail project. At that time, he traveled to China with some of his cabinet members to discuss with Chinese investors on the Kano light rail project. However, due to lack of adequate planning, the project did not see the light of the day at that time. The huge infrastructure investment in the metropolitan city of Kano, such as the flyovers, underpasses, construction and reconstruction of numerous roads in Kano metropolis, is aimed at improving the socio-economy of the state and in line with the government objective of improving urban transport, similar to what is obtainable in other developed cities in the world. In achieving this objective, however, the need to reform the public transport system to an international standard became imperative. Kano, being an important commercial hub in Nigeria and sub-Saharan Africa, an improvement in the transport links and services is expected to have a lasting impact not only on the economy of the state but also states within the regional growth corridor. Transport challenges in Kano are akin to that of Lagos and other emerging megacities. To address the mobility challenges while enhancing the livability of urban environment, a piecemeal approach to deal with urban mobility is not the way to go. The approach has to be more comprehensive and institutional, encompassing both supply-side and demand-side measures. It has to go beyond mere building of facilities to understanding linkages with land use, planning, human behavior, affordability, environment, and a whole lot. It needs to incorporate institutional arrangement and also ensure financial sustainability. Thus, a comprehensive integrated approach is called for. Against this backdrop, the Kano State government participated in the World Bank Project Identification Mission for the proposed Nigerian Urban Transport Project, together with Abuja and Lagos States and other stakeholders including the African Development Bank. Consequent to the mission and in response to the transport needs of the state, Kano State government has committed to developing a more balanced and sustainable transport system to provide good accessibility to socio-economic activities for all residents of Kano State within acceptable environmental standards. One which supports a modern multi-modal transport system that satisfies the needs of the people of the state and also meets the standards of a world-class city. In light of this, the previous administration on the 5th of April 2013 signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Chinese company CCECC for the design and construction of the light rail project in Kano State. It is also important to note that the recent 2025 budget passed by the National Assembly has a new budget expenditure component to light rail projects in Lagos, Ogun, Kaduna and Kano states. However, it is shocking why the federal government has to fund this project as given the nature of the light rail systems, their financing and construction are typically the responsibility of state governments. However, in each final approval budget, lawmakers allocated 150 billion naira to Kano State, 100 billion each for Ogun and Kaduna and 50 billion naira for Lagos to fund the rail project.